Back in Fort Lauderdale, tonight's player walkout presented by Amerant Bank, Fort Lauderdale United, Carolina Ascent, here in match week 30 of the USL Super League. Along with Saskia Weber, Jake Griffith, glad to have you with us. Let's meet the starters. Tonight's starting lineup presented by LaCroix Spring Water. We start with Fort Lauderdale United. 2 changes, both at the back.
2 changes in the back with Delaney Lindhall and Gaynor in the back. Fort Lauderdale is going to focus on building slowly.
No personnel changes in this contest, but look for the wing play on the outside.
And that's their bread and butter for Carolina.
In the USL Super League, winners of 6 of their last 7. Alex Beeler, our center referee, and we are off and going from beyond Banker Field. Lindahl will work it back on down that right channel, laid off inside. Fort Lauderdale looking to play it central, in front, it's tucked home. Jasmine Hamid, she's been their leader all season long, gets her 9th of the year, 1-0 Fort Lauderdale.
And this is Fort Lauderdale actually catching Carolina in transition and out of organization.
Aguilera will tuck it back inside, it's Porter. Porter's cross, nodded toward goal. An errant clearance away, pressure kept on here by Harding. Now sent back post, headed in! Just like that, Carolina Ascent pulls a goal back. It's Mia Corbin, 1-1.
Game is on, Jake. Game is on. We're not 5 minutes into this game. You're just going to watch
in men's and women's soccer.
And I know, yeah, well, then you have to look at the Big Ten absorbing USC and UCLA and stuff, and then, you know, how that's changed the Big Ten as well.
Here's Carolina on it now. Weaving through, sent toward the net and fired in!
What a goal by Carolina. Just the patience to move this ball around the pitch, find the timing and the space and those seams, and this is what I was talking about with Fort Lauderdale. You can't just mark the player. You have to watch the passes into space in the box. This is almost a bit too easy. Just as a nice touch around, but then catching Morche a little bit off her line from
rolled out wide. Carrying it on now, it's Harding. Harding knifing in, Harding centering, takes a deflection on its way out. Carolina Ascent wins another corner, their 3rd of the first half.
Here as Harding just turns on the jets and says, you know what, I'm gonna call my own number and beat everybody with pace. But it's a good save by Morche. She makes herself big, she comes out and she just gets that far foot to it, just to and Aguilera tends to mix this up. That's what I was saying. She'll go back post, so it's hard to dictate where it's going to go.
Aguilera swings it in, headed over the outstretched arms of Morche. 3 unanswered.
And what a ball by Aguilera. This is her specialty. She's a corner kick specialist, and she put
on it, a whistle from Alex Beeler, and we've reached halftime in Fort Lauderdale. A dominant first half performance, Saskia, from this Carolina Ascent side. 3 unanswered goals.
When she shut down at the 6, it takes it away, especially because she wasn't getting the ball.
Throw in, finds Corbin, strikes this from distance. Took a deflection on its way toward Morche. Ansborough in the thick of it. Bouncing around, it falls toward Balcom. Leshnek Murphy off her line. Open net and pushed wide. Credit to this Carolina team as Aguilera sidesteps one defender, sends a shot that's stopped by Morche. Time and again.
And Mears has said how much he likes the battle for a goalkeeper, which is why everybody has stepped up and is playing the way they are.
Worked back over to Catherine Gonzalez. Crafty back heel pass to Harding. Harding going for goal again! Oh! Harding, what a goal!
When it's your night, it's your night. And what a goal. You think she couldn't outdo the one in the first half? Well, she just did. Harding's just gonna call her number here. She's gonna see the far upper 90. And
it's Parker, edge of the area. Trying to muscle her way inside. Down she goes, and Alex Beeler points to the spot. A penalty awarded.
And it's one of those moments for Fort Lauderdale where it's kind of one of those little gut checks. Everything seems to be going wrong right now, but guess what? You're still in fourth, and you're still in the playoff hunt. So it's going to be interesting to see how they rebound from this and respond to this.
Mia Corbin will step to the spot. Carolina Ascent perfect so far this year on penalties converted. Corbin has one tonight, now facing off with Morshea. Corbin scores! 5-1 Carolina Ascent.
And this is just flat away from me. They tapped it in at the last minute off a punt, off a drop kick.
Herman's daughter centers this one in front. Put home by Fort Lauderdale. Addie McCain.
And here you're gonna see, watch right here, just not giving up this nice ball into mid. But the takeaways for Fort Lauderdale is this: never give up. And you know what, you have to be proud. Hey, they came and got another goal towards the end of the game. They never put their heads down. They still try to be effective.